Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to try the new monochromes from Glossier. I'm rather excited about this. Look how pretty these are. Oh, and you know what's weird is I did not on purpose wear this olive shirt. I just happened to grab it today. But I got one of these to try. I also pulled out the rest of my Glossier stuff. I haven't had this in a long time. I picked up their Wowder again. I got this when it originally launched and I loved the texture of it. I loved the way it looked, but it was too deep for my skin tone. And since their initial launch, they have increased their shade range. So they went a little bit lighter and I believe a little bit deeper. So I want to try this again today. I picked up another one of my favorites, the Boy Brow, because my boy brow is gone. I've been like trying to make it work and I can't wait to open a brand new one up. So let's put some makeup on. Thank you for watching and thank you for being subscribed. Now this is not from Glossier. This is the Beauty Pie Super Luminous Under Eye Genius. This has been probably one of my favorite, all-time favorite discoveries of 2021. And I know that this stretch concealer has been around for longer than that. Wasn't it one of the first makeup items they came out with? And I just was not convinced the way that they wrote about it, that it was going to be the sort of product I was going to like or appreciate. And it could be that as I age, I'm looking for coverage, but not a complete and total blank out of all of my under eye sins. I feel like when things are completely blanked out, the older I get, the more product settles into my fine lines, the more the product makes that under eye area look dry and crepey. One of my favorite things about this product, you can see it's got a little shine here in the pan, is that it is an emollient product. And it's super, super good at doing, I would say it's like a medium coverage concealer. You can build it up a little bit, but it's not going to completely like erase everything. It's not like a Dermacool or a Shape Tape. And it's not meant to be, and I like that it's not meant to be. And I feel like it's one of those where I can use just a little bit of it here, just a little bit of it there, and kind of perfect my overall skin without having to feel like I need to add on tons and tons and tons of product. I'm gonna try this again. I loved this the first time I tried it. This is the lightest shade they make, which is G11, G12. I have their concealer in G11, which is the second to lightest shade. I feel like it's perfect for me. Here's hoping that I don't need a winter shade, like a shade lighter. So I have a little bit of it here. I'm just going to lightly set the under eye area here and plop just a little bit of it over my eyelid. When I'm trying a powder, the one thing that I want is I want it to set my face but not look heavy. I really like ooh, wow. It looks so lightweight. Okay. I'm gonna powder my nose. I think that's the one thing, is the older I get, I want lightweight concealer, lightweight powder, because I don't need any added texture or heaviness under my eyes, and that's where I use the majority of concealer, just because if I do, bad things end up happening to me. I'm not gonna set the cheeks. I'm gonna close this little powder up. I think it looks pretty, I think she looks good. I'm on my second enormous trough of coffee this morning. I think this is a 20 ounce. It's a 20 ounce cup. I hadn't, okay, years ago, probably maybe like a decade ago, I had a really bad bout of kidney stones. And my doctor was like, if you don't want to have this problem again and need to have surgery again, because I did have to have surgery to have my kidney stones removed. I couldn't just pass them on my own. He's like, no more caffeine, because the type of kidney stones my body makes are calcium oxalate. I didn't even know there were different types. Apparently there are. So for years, I had been doing decaf coffee. In the last year and a half, everything fell apart and I couldn't keep drinking decaf. So I'm drinking regular caffeinated coffee for the first time, I guess, in almost a decade. And I don't know that I can go back. I love, and I'm drinking like an enormous trough of it, which I need to be better about. Time for some solar paint. This is their bronzer that launched this summer. I actually really like this. So. The other thing I like about the stretch concealer is if I feel like if I got this too low, I can just plop a little bit of this on here and kind of blend the edge up a little higher and not have it get to be so low. I feel like that's a great part of the stretch concealer. I love the cloud paint. I like now that I have decluttered my blushes, I know what I have, and I am more likely to reach for something like this. I reached for it before, but not as much because I had so much. And I didn't like opening my drawer, so if the blush wasn't sitting out on my countertop, it wasn't happening. I'm gonna throw on some Boy Brow, and then we're gonna get into that new eyeshadow. I know that Glossier has a very different makeup aesthetic. It's not so much the Instagram or beauty guru, like all the makeup. It's very lightweight, very natural. And I really, really love that about it. And even though I do love wearing all the makeup and trying all the new things, there are so many days that I just want a fast, easy look. And that's when I reach for these easy, low maintenance sort of products. Love, love, love. I'm really excited to try the new monochromes. This is the color Prairie. It's kind of the olivey shade. So I'm gonna start with the matte shade. You know, let's just quickly swatch these. They go from matte to kind of a, I don't know, I'd say it's satiny and then more metallic. Excited. I'm just gonna start with this matte shade here, and I'm gonna put that on the outside edge and in the crease a little bit. I'm gonna go into this kind of lightly metallic shade. It's not as metallic as the others. And then I'm gonna go into this sparkliest shade here and use it on the inner third. I'm going to pick up just a little bit, a little combo back and forth of the matte and kind of like that slightly satin shade, and just run this lightly underneath my lower lash line. I think that's all I'm going to do with the eyes today. I'll tell you what I think in a minute. I'm gonna finish my eye look by throwing on just a little bit of mascara, and I'll be right back. So this is the look I came up with today. I did happen to get a blister pack sample card of their Ultra Lips. I have one of their Ultra Lips that I love. One of my new favorite lip products, and it's this shade right here. This is kind of like their tomatoey watermelon red shade called Fete. But I did want to pick up some other ones, and I didn't know what shades to get, so I'm glad I was able to try it. Today I am wearing this with a little bit of that red shade over the top. And I would say that I would probably a good 75% of what I'm wearing today is Glossier. Now, you know I love this. I'm addicted to their Boy Brow. I think it makes a big difference for me. And I really like their cloud paint and their solar paint. I feel like these are really beautiful products. This super surprised me. I really, really like this because it's so lightweight under the eye. If I'm looking at it, it almost looks as if I'm not wearing anything. When you put this and this together, I think it's a really good combo for my under eye. And I don't have like remarkably dry under eyes. I've never had that problem of having a dry under eye. But the older I get, the finer my skin gets, the less plump, the crepier it gets. And there is more dryness now than there was a decade ago. But I'll tell you, I feel like this emollient concealer plus this powder that's not heavy makes a huge, huge difference. And I feel like it looks beautiful. My question is, how will the combo wear today? This wears really well on me. What's it gonna do with the powder? I am actually really delighted to have this. I think that the trio packaging, where you have 3 color coordinated shades that are meant to go together, is brilliant. Love that. I also love that the mirror is removable if you want to recycle the packaging. The outside packaging is a metal, and that you can also get another one of these. If you plow through this for $18, you can get a whole new trio of shades. They come in 10 different colors to pop in here. I like that. I like that they're making it easy to recycle. And I feel like the whole thing for $22 that comes with the mirror, the tin, the colors on the inside, I feel like that's a fair price. My only concern is I don't feel like the matte blended as easily as I wanted it to, and I got a little bit more sparkle fallout than I was hoping to from this one. Now, the matte might have grabbed and been difficult to blend because I always put an eye serum down. And that's why I set my eye with powder, is I wanted to make sure that it wouldn't like grab and not move. But maybe I needed more powder. Maybe I needed less serum. Maybe it's just this, you know, matte powder. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on this. Is it worth the $22? Yeah, I think it is, especially if you like a compact and easy color story that you can, you know, plop in a bag and that's it. I think that's great, and I love that it's a trio. That is so smart. I think the look is beautiful. I don't know how they're gonna wear it yet, and I don't know that I wanna work as hard as I had to blend this matte. Did I blend it? Yes. And I was also using like a super high-end brush, like a Sonia G. This is the soft shader from the Sky Eye Set. It's an expensive brush. It's like a little magic wand. It makes anything like work perfectly. Drugstore, high-end, doesn't matter. And I had to struggle to get it into and then blend the way I wanted this matte. Let's take a quick look at the swatches. This shade right here, which is the one in the middle, is the one that did give me the most sparkle fallout. I feel like the other metallic, this one down here, the one on the outside edge, actually is almost as sparkly as the other one. It could just be, you know, there's a tone difference. Here in the pan, this looks like it's the sparkliest, and this one not quite so much. And maybe you see a little bit of it there, but I didn't notice that much difference on the eye. And I feel like what I noticed was this guy left me with a little bit of sparkle on the tops of my cheeks. Easy to brush off with a clean, dry brush, no problem, but it was something I had to deal with. Overall, I'm really, really pleased. I was excited when I saw that Glossier was coming out with these kind of trio of shades, because I really feel like it's what people are looking for. And Glossier is all about easy, you know, no fuss makeup. And I feel like that's what this is, except for that matte. That matte really, I had to work a lot harder than I wanted to. So I will get back to you and let you know my thoughts on the eyeshadows after I've had a chance to play with them and wear them. And I'm gonna try and skip the eye serum on my lids the next time I try this, so that I don't have to worry about, you know, is it that? Maybe I can give you a more definitive answer. Thank you so much for watching today. I think the takeaway would be everything that I've tried from Glossier would be a repurchase for me. And I will use this, but I'm not sure I'm instantly drawn to the need to buy another one. I'm glad I have the one that I really like the best, but I don't know that I need to go back and get a warm neutral or their yellow one, because that matte formula gives me a moment of pause. I would love to know what your thoughts are on Glossier makeup. Maybe you're a fan, maybe you're not a fan. Let me know in the comments down below. If there is a product that you are absolutely in love with that they make, let me know what that is as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.